gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the host, straight from After the Slam podcast, Bodacious Albert.
After the slam, where the real ones stand, we talk dreams, defeats, and the master plan. From the locker room tales to the spotlight glam, you'll feel every hand. This is after the slam. This is after the slam. Body slam gear.
Welcome everyone to After the Slam episode 27. I am your host, Bodacious Albert, and today I got a special guest. He is an indie wrestling sensation from Winnipeg. I'm going to call him Cliff throughout the show, but his name is Big Cliff Corleone. I said it right this time. Hope I did. But I've met him on TikTok. He's a big supporter of the After the Slam podcast, as well as for me, because everything I post he likes, and I appreciate that so much. And he has an amazing story to share with each and every one of you about pro wrestling, his career, what he's been through in life. And I'm so excited to have him on the show. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you a few things. This is him right here. Boom. That's him with his tag team partner. And you're going to see some videos throughout the show. He is a big fan of hardcore wrestling. So if you like hardcore wrestling, this is where you want to see. I'm a little afraid of hardcore wrestling, to be honest. But he's let me show you a little clip, a little preview of what he is capable to doing to you or any professional wrestler in action. So here we go.
Oh my god. Fuck yeah, he's bringing him back. Fuck yeah. Let's go, Mission. Yeah. That was a fucking beer bottle.
And that's how much I'm going to go through PG. That's a little bit rated R right there. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, he is the big man. He is Big Cliff Corleone, mafioso.
What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Thank you so much for being on the show. Long time coming, really.
Hey, I can honestly say, you know what? This is my podcast cherry, man. First one.
First
one I've done about wrestling. I've only done one other about movies. That's it.
Movies? Oh, which one was that? Let's break the ice a bit. What was that one about?
Beaver Does Movies. Ironically, he's a wrestler from Winnipeg, decided to start his podcast about movies. I am a huge Ninja Turtle fan, so we sat and talked about all three of the movies for like almost 2 hours. So it was amazing.
Oh man, that's great. So it was a fun. So we're gonna try to like have your first wrestling podcast. I'm gonna try to get the eyes and the broad eyes around the world to see who you are and what you do, and to get you on more podcasts. But you know what? It's an honor for me to pop your cherry, if you know what I mean.
Hi, Puffy.
Oh, you're welcome. But yeah, man, this is a wrestling podcast for the fan and also for the pro wrestler. And this is something that I had another indie wrestler called the Cardinal Nick Thompson from Jersey. You're from my home country, the Canada. And I have a lot of your colleagues as well with Billy Blaze and Adam Knight coming on the show later on in February, Marches. You know, and it's all because of you. You gave me contacts, and it's all because of you. So I want to say thank you, my friend. Thank you very much.
Much appreciated, man. Spread the love everywhere, man. Help a brother out. Doesn't matter if you're in the same province. Doesn't matter if you're in the same province, same country. I'll still help a brother out. Yeah,
and if everyone looks at this beautiful giant individual, he looks hardcore, but he's really a big teddy bear. If you look at it, so it's good. I don't know if teddy bears.
All my secrets, man. I gotta keep something kayfabe.
Okay, kayfabe it is. You're right. Shit. Shit,
no, it's funny. Sometimes I'll be out like in my normal shoot job, and guys will be like, "Oh, you think you're tough?" I'm like, "Bro, if you take a look, I have Mario Brother tattoos." Okay, the toughest thing I find is try to remember how to beat levels. Okay, that's it.
Oh, that's a great quote. Beat level. I'm gonna say that at the end of the show. I'm always going to try to beat the next level. Oh, that's a good quote.
I'm a nerd. I play video games. That is how I unwind. I'm a video game nerd.
Well,
I think I have more than some of my kids.
Yes, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the video games you've played in your life. Let's and don't say I started Tetris. I know you did, but I mean,
no. I'll tell you this: the first game I remember playing as a kid was an Atari 8700, I believe, and it was Pole Position.
Pole position, the joystick.
Yeah, with the joystick and the one button, man. That was it.
Oh my goodness! All right,
I probably just dated myself, but I'll take it.
He's 36, guys. Okay, I'm saying his age.
36 with 10 extra years experience.
I didn't say so. He did. What is the? For me, it was Super Mario Brothers on the first Nintendo Classic. I remember I was maybe like a young boy playing that game, and I remember waking up in the middle of the night going to pee, and I would see my mother playing that game, hiding, and she would have to work the next day. She's like, I'm addicted. That game was an addiction to a lot of people. Like it was, and then that like little when you die thing.
I would hear that in the living room, and my mom and dad would be screaming at the TV because they kept dying. They couldn't play. So my mom was a big. She loved Duck Hunt. So
Duck Hunt with the gun, that's for sure. Everybody loved the Duck Hunt. What games do you play today?
Currently, the Metal Gear remake, Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah.
I've been playing some Fortnite. Yes, I play Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah, man. Oh. Don't ask me to do any emotes, but I will definitely attempt to play. A lot of Call of Duty, some sports games. I'm just gearing up because Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out this year, so I'm really excited about that too.
Let's hope so. It comes out this year because how many times we were delayed that one?
I don't know between Grand Theft Auto and Stranger Things. I don't know who's full of it anymore. So
Stranger Things, right? Episode 9. What the hell's we're doing?
Yeah.
That's the
mystery really episode.
Yeah, mystery episode. What about wrestling games? I'm a big wrestling game every year.
I've been playing since SmackDown versus Raw. WCW NWO Revenge. My favorite is Arcade WrestleFest.
Yep. I've been trying my best to get the WrestleFest, the arcade system, because I think Arcade Up in Canada now sells it like a Best Buy and stuff.
Oh,
so like
that's
it's
awesome.
But the thing is, it's not the exact same game. I've been reading the reviews. There's missing characters in the game. There's and like it's not the exact same one. I want my Demolition. I want my Andre the Giant in my game. No, they're not there. So
Demolition. I did have the greatest opportunity to ever work with those guys, and I tell you, man, I was a little kid getting my ass handed to me by Demolition.
Axe and Smash.
Smash, man.
That's not around, yeah. That's what I'm trying to calculate. Yeah. Oh man, okay? So we're gonna get into that. The wrestlers you've been to, but let's get started with a round of applause for you, sir, to be on After the Slam. Thank you again, popping your cherry.
Much appreciated.
And thank you, man. This is an honor for me to even talk to you because I've watched a lot of your videos you've sent me. I've watched your wrestling career. I've even watched your business career, what you've been doing for the community now to help out the generations of people today. It's really inspiring what you do. And, if I would see you on the street, I won't lie, I'd be intimidated and scared of you. But, don't judge a book by its cover, right? You're the fucking
I get it a lot. Like my regular job, managing, helping manage a security company. Yeah. I'm the kind of person that you hire security companies to keep away. That's what the first thing people see when I walk into places. And then as soon as I start talking to them, they're like all confused. And I get that puppy head tilt. They're like, are you here to sell me something or steal something?
Hey, no, that wasn't. I don't want to do that one. I want to watch Hero. Yeah, that's the one. I got these buttons on this guy. I'm bored over here. But I'm terrible. When I have buttons around me, I like to press a button. When you see that big red button on the wall and it says "Do not touch."
Oh, that's the first button I'm touching.
That's the first one I'm touching too, bro.
100%. That's the first button I'm touching.
Don't put me in a room alone with a button that says "Do not touch."
Nope.
Okay, don't do it. All right, bud. So let's get started here. Before we get into your career, I want to talk about how you became a fan. Like, this is a pro wrestling show. How did you start watching pro wrestling, and how did you not become a wrestler, but how did you start loving it and watching it?
One of my uncles used to wrestle for the AWA in Winnipeg here,
Oh,
and
nice.
he traveled a lot with Tony Condello. And yeah, it was just I as a kid I was watching him grow up, and then I was like, I got to do this. This is something that I like. Watching back to Hogan slamming Andre, Steamboat and Macho Man at WrestleMania. That kind of stuff just got me into it. And for me, always being a big guy, I got used to Hakeem, one man army, big boss man.
Yeah. Earthquake,
Bigelow.
Bam
Bam
Bam.
Bigelow, right?
Mm-hmm. Bam Bam was
So
the
I
best.
mean, watching guys like that, especially for me, watching Bam Bam and Lawrence Taylor at WrestleMania was like, this guy's a big dude. He's just as agile, and then watching Vader, all the big guys do it, and it was just something I was like, well, if big guys can do it, let's do this.
Oh man, and it's funny because you said Vader. Vader and Bam Bam were my favorite two big men, especially Vader in WCW. And then and that's how I discovered Vader. But then I realized he was from Japan, right? And his Japan stuff, that shit was awesome. With Stan Hansen, those wars that he had with him. And yes, I know who Stan Hansen is. Okay, I've watched that cowboy. Don't worry about it. But Vader was a big guy, and especially you, because I've seen your stuff, and like you wear those MMA gloves almost, and you kind of remind me the way you move with your strikes. You kind of remind me like Vader, and then your falls, that's okay. I don't want to ruin kayfabe here. You're selling a lot like Bam Bam Bigelow, so your influences are right there, and it's crazy to see. It's
100%, man, and once I realized, I kind of learned how things go, and I was just like, all right, my bucket list is set. I know there's certain guys, and then, just certain ones didn't happen, which was, unfortunate, but I still got to meet a lot. I still got to meet a lot of guys that, inspired me to do certain things.
Yeah. And your limits, I'm assuming. Like, your limits in the ring. Like, you're not going to go off the top rope, or have you done a moonsault off the top rope?
I have not yet, only because I've never really been asked to.
Okay.
It's on my bucket list for sure.
Okay, so so you're still like doing it. You're still like I'm gonna try this. Let me
100%, man. 100%. I mean, there's some things I want to do, and actually, right now, my son's training. My son, he's 18, he's training, so I'm kind of hoping to by the end of this year, hopefully get some matches in with him and have some fun, and then I can scratch some things off my bucket list.
That's awesome. And your son, you said he's 18, right?
Yep.
He's 18, and he's starting to train.
Well, we started training last year, but then it was like, his school, then his job, and my job. We just didn't really have much time. So right now, he's actually training with Billy Blaze, who you got coming on event a little later on.
Yeah, Billy Blaze. I actually had a conversation with him, FaceTime, and he was showing me his school and showing his the students, his grandkids. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So yeah, and he's such a nice guy. Even Adam Knight, who was there, a big motherfucker, but yeah, Adam is pretty good. Anyways, shows you. It's about you today. Let's go.
He's huge.
I could easily say your favorite wrestler was Bam Bam and Vader, or you had a particular favorite wrestler?
For me, it was Bam Bam and the Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man.
Like Cobb County, the old school highway patrol uniform, Big Boss Man. I really liked the tactical version and like the Attitude WWF thing.
Yeah.
But it's the old school red, white, and blue rope, nightstick, blue shirt, black pants, Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man. What was his name again? Here's his name. Oh man, Big Boss Man's real name. I forget his name.
Yeah,
It's
can't
I
really.
there. It's fucking there, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Big Boss Man. All right. The nightstick was a mainstay in the wrestling industry. The nightstick of Big Boss Man carried through WWF's the cop to the tactical vests. That nightstick, if you got clocked by it, you got clocked by it.
100%.
And his theme song was pretty good too. So I have to
Yeah.
say that. Speaking of theme songs, what was your favorite theme song that you rock out when you work out, or you still rock out to this day in your truck or whatever it may be?
My favorite, honestly, is still Dusty Rhodes.
American Dream. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's I would I was
it's still my favorite because I mean, like watching him, it was like he was a big guy, but he wasn't like a big strong guy like those guys. He was just he was a big guy that could move around, and the charisma was just amazing.
yeah, big Dusty Rhodes was he still is big influence for a lot of wrestlers. We got some questions here though.
Sure.
Questions. What made you love wrestling, and who was the person that got you into it? We answered that question. Thank you, Miami the Great. He is from the DWE. If you know Cliff about the Internet Wrestling Association, the fans that talk. We call it the IWC.
Okay.
It's the fans of pro wrestling that he's a part of it. We're all part of it. I'm a part of it. But he has a company called the DWE, and
Were
I'm a
those
part of it.
were those the guys who were making promos as their videos, cutting promos on each other?
No. IWC is a community.
Oh, okay. I remember on TikTok there was these guys cutting promos, and I kept asking, "What promotion is this? Like, where the hell are you guys from?" But I never got a response, so I thought maybe that was them.
I gotta cut a promo to another podcast company that pretty soon from Montreal. Not to get me on my fucking nerves, but yeah. And then there's another one saying, "I am saying Big Boss Man. I love him as a kid." Yeah, that was Big Boss Man. I remember watching Big Boss Man when he fought Hulk Hogan, and then he teamed up with Hulk Hogan. So it's like, anyways, for me, childhood hero again was the Hulk. I was a Hulkamaniac. Whatever you may want to say about him, it is what it is. We wouldn't be pro wrestler. You wouldn't be a pro wrestler today if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, right? Hulk Hogan made it mainstream and did everything. So I'm always going to say I was a Hulkamaniac, and I'm still always going to say I love Hulk Hogan. Today, there's some modern wrestlers I like. One of them that won last night. Did you watch Saturday night's main event?
I did not know. I was actually, it was my tag partner / manager. It was his birthday party, so.
At his birthday party. Is this the partner, the guy I put a picture of?
Yes, sir. That's him, DJ Despair.
Well, that's this. There he is. It was his birthday
DJ
party.
Despair. It was his birthday party.
And your tag team, is this the DOA? No, this is not the Sons of Anarchy.
No. Sons of Anarchy was me and Billy Blaze.
Billy Blaze. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to connect the dots.
There was actually three of us. There was me, Billy Blaze, and Mike Mission.
Mike Mission. I haven't.
Oh, that's another death. You know what, man? I will give you his contact information. Hit up with him. He has done me. We did the first death match for the CWE here in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Those are probably the pictures that you can't upload.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that picture, and it does not want to.
That's okay. We had some fun.
It doesn't want to come up. Why? I'm trying to figure this out.
I think one of the favorite matches we did was a Lucky 13. You got to put 13 staples in your opponent before you're allowed to attempt a pin.
It doesn't want to show. It says it's loading. It's probably gonna take a while. So let's remove it off stage. Maybe it's gonna pop up on my screen. Let's talk about the CWE. I want to know about this. How did you? Are you a founder of it? Is there a founder? Is there a president, general manager? What is it?
I guess the guys who kind of put it together were just kind of tired of. From what I remember, they were just tired of of shitty booking from other people or any local BS politics. So they just kind of started their own thing. I was actually off because I got hit by a car previously a couple of years before they started, and I kind of came in towards their first anniversary show. So,
Jesus, hit by a car.
Yeah, man.
Do you mean the car got hit? Because I don't know about that one.
Well, I know I did some damage to the car. It was a hit and run, so I mean, it took me out. It took me 19 months to recover.
Sons of bitches. Hit and runs are the worst.
That's okay.
I'm bad.
I spent 2 years at home and got paid for it. I'm okay.
Canadian health insurance. Isn't it great?
Hey, it happened at work. It happened at work, so that's workers'
Oh,
compensation.
even 10 times better than that.
Yep.
Good
So
for
it
you.
was shortly after I was recovery, surgery, rehab, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got hooked up with them, and then I did a lot of traveling across Canada with them, a lot of traveling straight up north with them, and actually you actually have the founder, one of the founders of on your podcast soon, Danny Duggan.
Yes, Danny Duggan, hotshot Danny Duggan.
Hotshot Danny Duggan, man. So
yeah.
He gave me a shot, and he fulfilled a lot of dreams, man. Like I met a lot of cool people, not just locally, but also like I got to meet a lot of the guys I watched growing up, and the guys I got to watch on TV.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about who are the guys that meet and share the ring with.
Gangrel's one of them. That guy's super awesome. Eugene,
yeah.
Nick Dinsmore,
yeah.
Demolition,
Accent Smash.
The New Age Outlaws. I swear that was the best tour I've ever done. Was with the New Age Outlaws.
Billy Gunn and Road Dogg Jesse James.
Road Dogg. Yep. There was so much fun. Like it was so much fun in the ring, backstage, traveling. It was the greatest.
Oh, that's awesome. Traveling with them too.
Yeah, we did it. We did a tour of Ontario, I believe.
Wow, that's the time when they were a little bit off VKM-ish. If you, yeah, I could tell.
It was so much fun. So much fun.
Well, anybody else?
There's so many.
There
was so many. They got like there's so many that for me, my personal thing was like, let's go kind of over here a little bit.
The sun is getting you.
We're getting a bad reflection. There we go. All right, so let's just kind of lean over this way till the sun goes away.
You can put that plant there if you want. You know what I mean?
There was so many, and it was so much fun. But like certain ones stick out to me, So it's like I never shared the ring with him, but I did share a locker room with Hardcore Holly.
Okay, all right. He seems like a badass. Like he seems like a don't mess with me kind of guy.
Super nice guy, Same with Christopher Daniels. I never shared the ring with him, but it was just in the same locker room, And I think I had a conversation with Sabu at the same time too, just asking different questions.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, 100%. Also too, Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer is amazing, not just in the ring, but just to talk to. And he'll give you straight up advice. I asked him questions. I was like, I want to go a little further. I understand that, my age and my body is not going to take me too far, but there's certain things I want to do just for my own personal bucket list. And, we had a conversation, and he kind of, gave me some really good advice to follow what I was doing.
Remember, Tommy Dreamer was not supposed to make it either. The way his shape and the way he looked like a handsome when he started in ECW and all that stuff. He had that handsome look, and then he went hardcore, rivalry with Raven and Sandman and all those other guys. Tommy Dreamer, and he did a lot. He's done a lot in the wrestling business for advice. He's someone that you could talk to. He's like, I don't know, but it feels like, but it could be equivalent to talking to like a Paul Heyman.
I mean, I've never had the opportunity to have that conversation. I would love to one day, just say I had that conversation. Yeah. But if the conversation is like that, I would assume that it would just be, just amazing and, guaranteed inspiring.
Yeah. And speaking of inspiring, who have you spoken to and give you an advice to inspire you to go even harder than you already go?
Realistically, there's not one person that could do that. When I first started training, I started training at a place called the CWF, Canadian Wrestling Federation.
Yeah.
Local guy owned it. But I honestly did it because my grandfather had paid for my training. Now, just a little bit about me is like my grandfather was like my best friend. we used to go for walks everywhere, and my grandpa, we used to watch wrestling, AWA Saturday afternoons, Sunday afternoons. He would tell me about the Killer Kowalski and, the Winnipeg Arena stuff and, all that stuff. And my grandpa was a huge fan of wrestling as well. So, and he paid for my training. And then not even a month after I started, he passed away. So for me, that was just inspiration to keep going. So it's not really anybody in the business. It's more just my family has kind of just made me keep going.
I'm close to my grandfather too. Well, he's not around. He passed in 07, but I mean, I used to play in a rock band, and I was playing in my basement, practicing, and my parents hated it. My mom hated it. My father gave me a time limit. You have 1 hour, My grandfather, I always felt that he's in his 80s, and he was, and I felt bad for him because he was lived right above me. And then I said, sorry, grandpa is no in Italian. Okay.
Yeah.
So no, I'm sorry. He's like, no. You continue because you're going to do well in this. It sounds good, but you have a little bit of tuning in it. And, he would always give me advice about my music. And I don't know, like when he passed, I got right here, look, no Nino is his tattoo right here, so when you see his grandfather's, like you kind of struck me a little bit,
That's 100%, man. And like, not to go too personal, but I've had other moments, not necessarily tragedies, but moments to where it's like, okay, I'm going to keep going because it was like, okay, this person, I've had several different people pass away on me.
Yeah.
And different reasons, but it was just more inspiration to keep going.
Whoa. What's going on my screen right now? Okay. Let's remove that. Sorry about that. I was going to show the TikTok, but I want you to also share to the people watching. We got 130 people watching at the moment. Your story, you've been going through some stuff. If you want to share it or not. People, I know a lot of people email me and write to me saying the conversation I had with somebody else was inspiring to not give up. I'm like, wow, that's crazy for me to even hear, But like what you told me earlier backstage about what you're going through, is that the word I'm going to say? Because I ain't going to say the word. I told you that.
Well, I mean, yes, it's something that I'm going through, but I've come to learn that, I have it a lot easier than some people have in the same situation.
Okay.
Nobody likes to say it, but, cancer is a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't get hit with it until 2018. Now, for me, it's super manageable now because it's all figured out. Mm-hmm. At the time, it was really scary. I am not going to lie. That was probably the most terrifying, few weeks of my life. I thought I just had a chest cold, and then I thought it just turned into pneumonia, and then it just got worse and worse. So I went to the hospital, and then they did some blood tests, and then they came back, and they're like, well, we're 99% sure you have leukemia. And anybody who's been diagnosed with any kind of, cancer, well, it doesn't matter the form, especially like in my situation, my mom had skin cancer. My grandmother died of brain and lung cancer, so it's like, as soon as you hear the big C word, it's just like, oh
yeah.
In your head, that timer just starts and it starts counting down, and then you just spiral. And then for me, it was just like, between family and wrestling is like, I had something to do. I had something to focus into. I had something to, a reason to keep going. Cause I don't care how old you are. If you've never had that feeling of coming through a curtain and, hearing several hundred people start screaming at you, whether it's, good or bad. I mean, no reaction. No reaction's a bad reaction, but as long as you get a reaction, that's the key. And that's why I keep going. Like that's why there's still stuff on my bucket list I want to do, because I've always been told by guys, you never really retire. You just kind of step away.
Yeah. You just stop. Yeah.
100%.
But
like, back to that situation, like I said, I have it a little easier than some people. I know people who've passed away from similar things, but it's like, mine's under control. I live with it every day. It does change certain things, but still, I just keep going.
Oh, sorry about that.
It does alter certain things that I do, certain things that I can and can't do. But in the end, it's like, I still got to keep going because other people have got a lot worse, and they're still going.
It's remarkable because you have a positive attitude about it, and some people, when like I remember my wife, she got not kidney, yeah, it was kidney cancer, and it was a mole. It was a tumor in her kidney, the size of a golf ball. And when we went to the doctor that first time, we found out the news. My first thought wasn't how are we going to save her. My first thought was no, sorry. My first thought was, I'm going to lose my wife. That wasn't my first thought. My first thought was to the doctor, get rid of it now, or I'll get rid of you, either or. So that was my thing, and we did it. She did her treatments. She did everything. Had the surgery. She's cancer free. So thank God for my wife. She still drives me crazy, but it is what it is.
I think it's part of the job.
It is. But for you, at least people, when you hear that word, I'm repeatedly going to say, I'm not going to say that word here on my show. But I mean, it's just something that it bothers me. I can't say it. Because like for you're dealing with it now. I've dealt with it. You're dealing with it now. But you have a positive attitude, and people also, the word is there, the sickness is there, but it's also something that you could maybe manage and get rid of and have a good life after. You have such a positive outlook out of this. And
I'm not gonna lie. Like at first I didn't. Like it was just like you didn't know what to do. Like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But thankfully before that, I kind of realized like with my job and what I was doing, I was an instructor at a security company, not the one I'm at now, but previously I was an instructor. So I was teaching the program, handcuffing, first aid, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that kept me busy. That kept me busy doing that. Right. So it was just like, okay. And then kind of realizing that, it doesn't really stop me from doing anything. So if it's under control by taking meds and it doesn't stop me, then why do I have to stop?
Now, it's like modern wrestler Roman Reigns. A lot of my fans have this. They know who Roman Reigns is. He goes through this stuff, right? So, and he has it. And something is like you. We have somebody here. We have the horror wrestling. My friend Michael. I work in a cancer treatment center. F cancer. See, that's I said the word, but it's tough to say. But again, you could go through it, right? You're going through it and you're doing well. You're just having them. It's not mental.
Take medication every day. I change things. Like I said, being an instructor, working in an office, I really didn't do very much. So it's like, you're either sitting at a desk or you're standing in a classroom. So ironically, I would say about maybe 6 months before the diagnosis, I went to the doctor and he's like, time for your checkup. I was like, okay, cool, let's get this done. They didn't find anything at that time because they weren't looking for it. I was 525 pounds.
Okay.
And I was just like, wow, like I didn't realize I was that. I knew I was a big dude. I didn't realize I was that big. So I started hitting the gym. I was hitting the gym 5 days a week, sometimes on the weekends, but I did 5 days a week. I took days off to rest. There was no cheat days. I changed my diet and everything. And I'm actually glad that I did that prior to getting that diagnosis, because the doctor said that I was already on the right track to making things better and easier for myself by changing the way I eat, changing my lifestyle, just adding more exercise to it. Like, yeah, you're in the ring, you move around very quickly, you move around. But you're in there for what, 20 minutes? The guys who have main event matches, you're in there for maybe half hour. So for me, it was like, that was my wake up call to change things and change it for the better, to, slim down a little bit, not too much, but.
You look good, bro. You look good, man. I'm super happy.
Now it's different. I've been working on a strict diet, more exercise and stuff. I think I'm down to about, I think I'm about 360, 370 now. So
holy crap, from 5 to 3. That's great. That's good.
I was 525 in 2018. Don't get That was quite a long time ago.
It was a
But
long time.
now I changed a little more for the better. So I think I'm about 370, 380 right now.
Big mother. Like, beat the hell out of him. No, just kidding. All right, so let's look. Now we went into the dramatic part of the show. Let's lighten it up a little bit. I wanted to ask you, when you were growing up watching wrestling, right?
Yep.
You said Bam Bam, you said Big Boss Man, but storyline wise, you were watching wrestling with your grandfather, God bless him. A storyline that you've enjoyed watching, that made you tune in every single week. Oh, what's going on? What's going to happen next week? What's going to happen next week?
For me, it had to be the Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
97.
All the way through, nonstop. I'm not even gonna lie, just all the way through, nonstop, man.
I loved it when Brett said Boston. Was it Boston? And it looked like the shape of a toilet bowl. That one. That rivalry it cements in my head because I was at Survivor Series 97 with my dad. So I watched that Montreal screw job, so I was there. I live in Montreal. So it's like I watched it. And last night we had Saturday Night's Main Event. Friday we had SmackDown. It was all right. It wasn't the best. They don't do crazy things anymore like they used to here in Montreal. The crowd was all right. Randy Orton comes out. We're all singing his song. Sami Zayn, Montreal hometown boy. But yeah, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Survivor Series, that whole rivalry from when it started from WrestleMania 12 all the way till where it ended. Every single week. Yeah, I love the Hart Foundation. Hart Foundation was my thing. Brett, Owen, Neidhart, Bulldog, Pillman, all those guys. It was fun to watch. All right, so you have a list, right? Because we have a segment now that we're going to go into. It's called The List. It's brought to you by this is the stage. It's brought to you by Capco Championship Belts, the official sponsor for After the Slam podcast. Where if you want a custom title, like you were telling me before, or any title of your dreams, Capco Championship Belts is the guys from Pakistan, from the UK, from Canada. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. So if you want a title, Mr. Big Cliff, I'm your guy. If you want, you just order it from me, and I can get you a title.
We'll talk for sure.
Whatever, because you said something earlier. Let me get it for you. Sorry about the noise. You said something earlier, but there you go.
That is my favorite. That is my all-time favorite, man.
There you go. You could get this for a good Canadian price. Averages, honestly, to you won't pay more than $300 for this thing. Real zinc, 24 karat gold. It's a beautiful thing.
I'm currently waiting for my all-time favorite, and it's not a favorite of a lot of people's. Is the WWF Hardcore title.
Oh, yeah, that's your type of thing. I'm not a fan of that one. No, I could break this one for you. I could break it for you and make it for you.
No, you don't want to break a masterpiece.
No, I got plenty of these. But it's all WWF. So I'm gonna hit you a little intro. Again, everybody watching, thank you so much for coming onto the show and watching Mr. Cliff here. And After the Slam episode 27, there's a lot more coming up. I think I'm booked till episode 36, but what is what it is. With a lot of Cliff's friends, a lot of wrestlers coming on the show. Well, let's hit that thing. We're gonna hit the list with the top five championship belts. So here we go.
You just made the list.
This is the list. Turn it up. Let the records twist. Top 10 stories that you don't wanna miss. Brought to you loud from the heart of the fans. After the slam, yeah, we're making a stand. Yeah, we're making a stand.
You just made the list.
And there you go. That is the list. Obviously, this segment is sponsored by Capco Championship Belts. And I am holding the Hogan 87 Championship World WWF Championship Belt right here. Again, from Capco. Mr. Big Cliff, let's hear it. Top five. I want to start with number 5 all the way to number 1. Your favorite championship belts.
Number 5 has got to be the current AEW title.
All right. Speaking of Nate, we got it here. I'll show you. Give me 1 second.
I like it. I don't know why. It's just one of those things.
There it is.
100%. I don't know why. It's one of those things. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's nice.
It is nice. I find it perfect.
It totally reminds me of boxing. Like I'm talking like Floyd Mayweather time, Yeah, it just reminds me of a boxing thing. I like it. It's flashy. It really suits it.
All right. So number 5, AEW. Love it.
The ECW title, the last one, the one that Rhino held, the very last one.
Yes. I don't have that one on me, but I have the very last one. It's coming in with the purple ECW logo instead of the red. I think Rhino had the red one.
Yeah,
it had ECW. It had the ECW logo red. Yeah, that title was beautiful with the blood and the barbed wire. Is it barbed wire? Yeah, barbed wire tooling around the leather. That title is iconic. I didn't like the fact when WWE bought it, and they brought ECW back for that 2 years. And they made it that silver belt. That title was fucking ugly.
The weird belt buckle shape thing.
Yeah, what the hell was that thing? They should have just kept it classic, vintage ECW World Championship. I'm a big fan of the television title, but yeah, go ahead. Number 3.
100%. Gotta be the WWF hardcore title.
Yeah.
Right?
Who are your favorites hardcore champions? There's like 197 of them, but I mean
100%. My favorite though was Crash Holly.
Crash Holly with the scale when he was carrying that scale.
Crash Holly, yep, Crash Holly.
I like Kane for some reason as a hardcore champion. The little times that he held it. Big Boss.
Steve Blackman.
Steve Blackman. Oh my God, Lethal Weapon. Right there.
Yep.
Who else was there? When you say hardcore championship, Crash Holly is synonymous to it.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. Crash Holly is synonymous to the hardcore title. We could all say Mankind, Mick Foley. Nah. Crash Holly. Al Snow. That
Crash Holly, Al Snow. 100%.
Hardcore Holly. Those guys. Big Boss Man, like you said, with the technical vest. Who else had that title at one point? Everybody did. I don't know. Raven was all right. WrestleMania 17, Raven walked in as a hardcore champion, and Kane walked out of it. So
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the good number 2. Let's do
it. Only because it has a little significance to me. My trainer was holding it at the time, the NWA North American title.
Okay, the NWA North American. I got the NWA United States on me.
We had a match, and it was an interesting.
Talk about it.
I took a DDT on it, and I had NWA imprinted on my forehead for like 2 days.
Shit.
Yeah, that's how hard we hit. So it was like that's the only reason that has any significance to me was because of that moment.
So speaking of NWA, you competed for the NWA. Put this down.
North American title.
North America. You competed for that title.
Yes.
Okay. Before we go to number 1, I want to know what titles you've held. Your championship titles that you've held. Must have been a ton of them, but I want to know you. I know you've been a tag team champion.
Yep, tag team. Some single stuff.
Some single
hardcore champion a bunch of times.
Okay. All right. Because I saw a lot of pictures, and a lot of things on YouTube about you, multiple tag team champion, multiple partners.
Yeah, actually, me and JJ Sanchez, we wrestled Danny Duggan and Kenny Omega in Gillum, Manitoba.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. He has wrestled Kenny Omega.
That's my claim to fame. Is I had 20 minutes with Kenny Omega.
That is one of a lot of my viewers' favorite wrestler. So Kenny freaking Omega for the tag team titles.
I believe so, and if I remember correctly, I believe we won that night too.
Well, you went over.
Yes. Well,
You didn't?
I
Did
was
you pin Kenny?
I
You
was
pinned-
there. I was there. The other, I mean, somebody, my partner, he actually got the pin in there, but I was there. I was his partner.
Damn, that's amazing. That's amazing to know that somebody that now that I know, for example, you, Cliff, which now I think we're gonna be brothers for a long time. Get used to me. Just wrestled Kenny Omega, and he's still doing great things. You're doing great things as well.
100%.
But it's crazy that the wrestling business, like I said it last night, when I was at Saturday night's main event. I'm in the crowd. I had the Intercon, the classic IC title on me, and people were going like, "Oh, can I take a picture?" Yeah, no problem. And we became friends instantly. The wrestling community, wrestling fans, wrestlers, as long as you don't bust their balls, we're a big family. So yeah, there we go. Number one, the number one. I already think I could feel it. It's in my hands.
Oh yeah, the Winged Eagle.
There you go.
Winged Eagle is 100% my all-time favorite. It's just, it's like you have that iconic, Vince McMahon saying the boyhood dream when Shawn Michaels won it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how many promos you see Bret Hart wearing it. So yeah, just the Winged Eagle.
So who could we say is your favorite champion that held this title?
I would have to say Bret Hart.
Bret Hart. Not
Bret
even
Hart.
Hogan. Not even Hulk.
No, I mean, like it's sorry, brother. I got to stick with my Canadians.
Yeah, I feel you. You know who I could say right now who held this title that I that didn't win it but held it? Kevin Owens.
100% Kevin Owens.
He held it. He wasn't the champion, but he held it.
Yep.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's cool. All right, so that was the list, top 5 championship belts from Mr. Cliff here, Corleone. Let's talk about your name. Let's talk about your name here. I want to know how'd you get this Big Cliff Corleone?
When I first started, I had different names. They couldn't figure out a gimmick for me whatsoever. I kept doing shows, and then they started calling me Cliffhanger just because of my name. I was like, cool, like, let's do it. I just didn't care. I was like, I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to get in that ring, and I wanted to keep going. Mm-hmm. Then it turned into Cliff Rage. I was trying different looks. I wore a football jersey to wrestle in the original XFL. I had purchased one. It was like the Orlando Rage at the time. So yeah, I had my Rage jersey on, and then the promoter was like, "We're gonna call you Cliff Rage." I was like, "All right, let's do this." And then I
feel like everybody had a name Rage or Chaos in their name.
100%. And then I worked for a different promotion for a little while, and then they gave me a name, Des Astor.
Disaster. Got it.
Desmond Astor. I was like, okay, that's cool. That's like, 90s, Saturday morning superstar jobber names. I'm like, I can do that. That works.
Mm-hmm.
And then another promoter came along by their way, and he's like, you look like Tony Soprano. I was like, I don't see it, but okay. I was like, sure. He's like, what if we called you Cliff Corleone? Works for me. I love The Godfather.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
It was a great
movie. It just stuck since.
So you that's the name you're going with everywhere. So if you go to another promotion, for example, that's the name you're going with? Or do these promoters give you a name?
Well, unless I change it, it's what I am. That's just me.
That's cool. See, for me, I trained to be a pro wrestler back in what year 2018. And then I work in construction. I had to go to a 30-foot ladder, fell off the ladder, broke my back, couldn't move for a good long time. So wrestling career went out the window right away, fast while I'm training. I've trained with Drew Onyx. I don't know if you know who Drew Onyx is.
I do actually. He's been here. I believe I've worked with him.
Oh, really? Drew Onyx. That's cool. So I'm going to show Drew this. He's going to be on the show too. I'm actually going to his gym, sitting down in his ring to do an interview, one-on-one piece. similar
I'm
to
pretty
that.
sure. I'm pretty sure he came in for the CWE, so I'm pretty sure I've been on a show with him.
I think so because he has the NWA British Commonwealth Championship.
Nice.
So he has that one. Anyways, Drew's a good friend of mine. Trained at his school, broke my back, couldn't do anything. But my name from when I was small, WrestleMania 2000 on the Nintendo 64. That was my first game. You could start creating a wrestler.
Yep.
Technically, I took a Jeff Hardy template. I made myself look like Jeff Hardy, and I called myself Bodacious Albert. And that's where I started. And Bodacious came from WrestleMania 16. It was WrestleMania 16? No, it was WrestleMania 14 where Austin and Michaels fought for the title. It was WrestleMania 14, and it was the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette, with Bob Holly, and Bodacious Bart. So I got, and how do I remember that? I don't know, but Bodacious Bart was my guy. And I said, I think I'll Bart out to put Albert there. And wherever I go, my name is Bodacious Albert. Now, what's your gimmick? I don't know. I just like the name. So that's the name, Bodacious Albert. The man basically came from Becky Lynch. I'm a big fan of her. So
the thing is, man, is there's other things you can still do in wrestling. It's not always about taking the bumps, man. I mean, you look at a guy like Joel Gertner.
Yeah.
He was just known for some dirty limericks.
Yeah, he was.
Right? So I mean,
he was, and he had that stash and that scarf and that hairy chest, but he did it.
The constant neck brace.
I was about to say bow tie, but yeah, I remember that. But I'm working with the promotion. Actually, I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to start working with a promotion called the here in Canada, Montreal. But where's my picture here? I'm losing my. I'm going to bring this up here. PFW Pit Fight Wrestling, February 26th. I'm basically doing the commentary. I'm doing the commentary work. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing commentary. Oh my god, I'm gonna pull my Jesse Ventura and Vince McMahon Saturday Night's Main Event 1988.
You gotta throw in some Joey Styles too.
Oh my god, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. It's a company that's ECW and Attitude Era mixed together. That's what they're promoting it. But I'm basically doing commentary with some chick named Vivian. So it's gonna be funny. I'm down for it. I'm a part of a wrestling. I'm a part of the wrestling business in some sense.
We may have to bring some Manitoba boys down there.
Whenever you want. I have 3 promotions I could bring you in here. And I'm very close to the promoters, and I'm very close. I'm actually one company I do graphics for. One company I'm like this one. I'm going to do commentary. The other company I do. I'm the Pat Patterson, for example. I am helping the wrestlers. How to call this? Manage. I'm an agent. There you go. That's the word.
You're an agent.
So I'm like, no, you shouldn't be doing this here. You should like. I'm one of those guys. That company runs probably 3 times a year, so like it's not really much, but I'm a part of it, but I'm so 100% into the podcasting now that I'm talking to people like you, and this podcast is really based on the wrestling fan, like I said earlier. Mind you, let me get into the questions here or comments. We have in horror of that conversation, we're talking about the hardcore title, I'm assuming. Yeah, what is the similarity between Al Snow and a kindergartner? I don't know.
Neither can draw a dime. Oh.
Al Snow, what does everybody want? And we do.
But I mean, like, if you go back to this Leaf Cassidy stuff too, right? Like it was.
It wasn't that great.
It could have been. It could have been.
Rockers, bro. We can't. Compare.
My favorite was the Job Squad.
Yeah. Okay.
They're the underdogs, the Job Squad. That was I loved it.
I like the Blue Meanie. The Blue Meanie was pretty cool. The Blue Meanie.
I like Gilbert.
He I think you've seen my videos of a lot of old ones
Yep.
that he was like the ultimate jobber for the WWF and Raw and Superstars. He got
100%.
squashed by Typhoon and Earthquake, Razor Ramon, Damien Demento, everybody. So, and then he became Gilbert. So, yeah, it's cool. What's this question here? Let's bring this up. Yep, I'm trying to get into commentary. Well, I'm okay. You are actually pretty good at that, Michael. So Michael is from the Kicking Out of Two podcast. You know what, Cliff? I might actually hook you up with these guys. It's Michael and Tori.
Share my contact info and let's get it done.
Yeah, and they'll love to have you on the show, and all the other guys that are going to be on my show to their show. It's good to share your story and share like your faces in this. Mind you, now this is live. It's going to stay on the channel. I'm going to share it all over the world. Facebook. You're live on Facebook. You're live on X. You're live on YouTube right now, on Twitch. So people are looking at you, and we're gonna get
very much appreciated.
Oh man,
when I first started wrestling, my one goal, it wasn't normal. Okay, I'll tell you this: it was not normal. My goal was just to be local.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be that guy that people recognize when they walk around the city for that one reason only.
And they say,
I'm not even gonna lie, I did not have any intentions on, when I first broke in, it was like, 2000, right? So you had ECW, you had WCW, right? So it's like WCW was towards its end, but it was still there. I wasn't looking for that. I wasn't looking to be the guy. I didn't want the TV contracts. There's stuff I wanted to do because I wanted to do it
and have fun, right?
And I'm having fun. You know what I mean? Like,
it reminds me a little bit of the show Heels. They're that local company, and everybody knows them in that local area.
Yeah. Whether it's 5 or 500, I'm still gonna do the same show.
That's awesome. And there you go. Look at this, Michael from Kicking Out of Two podcast. I'd be honored to have you on. So there you go.
Oh, 100%, man. Just get,
I'll do
the bodacious one. Will share my contact info with you. Reach out and we'll get it done.
I like the way you said it. It's 57. A couple more questions. I'm gonna wind it down. I know you're busy, man.
All right.
Thank you again for coming on the show. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Oh man, anytime. We're gonna have you back on in the near future. Don't worry.
Oh,
I want to ask you we have 3 questions left.
Okay.
You're sitting at a round table. You have 3 people to talk to. It could be anybody from any center, wrestling, family, celebrities, influencers, anybody. 3 people you would like to sit at a round table for and just shoot the shit, have a conversation and learn from them. Who are these 3 people you would choose?
Jim Cornette.
Okay.
Mick Foley. And one guy I've always wanted to meet, but I never had the opportunity to, Mean Gene Okerlund.
Well, let me tell you something, Gene. Okay. I was going to go, okay.
I don't know why, just for some reason, I've always wanted to meet that guy.
Yeah, he looks like a character at the bar, if you know what I mean. That's Mean Gene. Woo! The nature ball.
Well, I did a tour with the CWE, and I got the privilege to travel with Bushwhacker Luke.
Okay, wow.
And man, the stories, that's all I got to say is the stories.
Guys, you don't know the Bushwhackers, you know this.
Amazing. And you know what? I'm not even going to lie. It was hard to keep a straight face while in a match with him.
Hey, you're smiling. You're in a match with a legend.
100%. It was so hard to keep a straight face. I was like, I remember laying on my grandma's floor watching you on TV, and then now I'm in the same ring punching you in the face. It's like
full circle.
Exactly,
Awesome.
They always say don't meet your heroes. Well, I figured, I'd start punching them. Why meet them?
Yeah, exactly. Well, don't meet them. They're nice to me. I'll hit you lighter. How about that?
I won't hit you as hard. There we go.
I won't hit you as hard. That's awesome. Oh man. So I'm gonna ask you. It's a 2-part question. I'm gonna ask you now. Okay.
Yeah.
If you could book any WrestleMania main event, or if you're an AEW fan, whatever it may be, All In. All In WrestleMania is equivalent to the same thing to me. If you could book a main event, tag team, triple threat, singles, championship match, stipulation match, whatever it may be, if you could book a match this is my first part question. What match would you book in today's wrestling? Or any wrestling? Legends available. Legends are allowed in this one.
I mean, I would go for a tag team.
Cool.
I would put the Usos
Yeah.
with the Hardys.
That could happen now. Oh.
Leon Slater and Javon Evans.
Oh, wow.
And DIY.
In a what match? TLC, baby. Let's go.
I would say TLC, but I'm looking more just towards ladder because there's 4 teams, right? So that's a whole lot of beef running around.
It's a lot of meat going around that room. Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
All right. And now, if you could book yourself in a match against somebody that you've always dreamed to wrestle at WrestleMania in any stipulation match, what would it be?
Myself and Terry Funk.
Oh, you hit me so hard.
100%. Me and Terry Funk.
Me so hard. Oh, and then he punches you in the mouth and break all your teeth.
Like
Yeah,
ECW era Terry Funk.
Yeah, oof. You know Terry Funk that scares me the most? FMW.
Yeah.
That Terry Funk scares the shit out of me.
There's not a lot left that scares me. So I mean, I'd say let's do it.
So okay, so if you have to tell me your worst match you've ever been in, besides I don't even know what a death match entails because Jesus
What's
Christ.
your definition of worst though? Like one of those it wasn't good, wasn't fun, or was just too painful?
Both. Because like when I look at old FMW tape, you know, the people like the ring exploding, going into some fiberglass and some fucking barbed wire, and like things exploding in your mouth. Not a fan of watching that. It scares the shit out of me. Let me tell you. So
I took a beer bottle straight to the face several times, so there's not much left. I was hit with a plastic bat that was covered in thumbtacks. I mean, what's left other than just? I mean, I've even been hit by a car. Wasn't during the show, but you know,
damn car got damaged. You got the 1, 2, 3. That's for sure.
It was definitely last man standing, and the car won.
I was gonna say last man standing, and the car won.
Yep.
By a fluke. It was
the car went over. The car went
over. My goodness. Oh shit. What about tables? You've been through tables.
Lots.
You've been hit by chairs.
Lots.
You've been hit by 2x4s.
Yes.
Light bulbs.
Hear some of the strangest things.
A fake leg.
Toilet seat cover.
Okay, well, at least it's not the porcelain fucking toilet itself. Shit.
I'm not gonna say what it is, but a rubber fist.
Oh, we know what that is. Oh.
Mm-hmm. That hurts. That hurts.
Nah, that is not something. This is a PG show, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a punching bag, you know.
It's a rubber fist. It's a mannequin fist. That's it.
It's a mannequin. Okay, so now I just want to go into your before we end you, put you into the skyrocket of the social media, Mr. Cliff Corleone. Let's talk about your business, what you do for a living. And I have your TikTok company ready because I want to share the community that's watching this all shit.
We're
high
manager / training coordinator for a security company.
All right. Can I go into that? Can I share the page?
Sure. Yeah,
okay. Not
a problem, man. ACSI in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
There it is. ACSI. I'm gonna put that is the company. That is the TikTok guys from in Winnipeg, Manitoba's trusted security alarm, CCTV, 24/7 monitoring, and security guards. These guys. Let me show you, Cliff. Let me show you a video of you.
Once again, it kind of goes back into what I was saying. Is once you put on the uniform, you represent 3 things: yourself, the industry, and the company that you work for. You go to Tim Hortons and order yourself a coffee, and they give you a tea. Whose fault is that? the guy that took your order or the person who poured it. That's not necessarily on us, but it's up to them to fix that. So they're representing a company. So how they react to their mistake would show the company as a whole. Just as you put on the uniform, they don't know your name. They just see you work for ABC Security and they know you're a security guard at a specific location. So you want to make sure that you're representing those things well. So you have to make sure you're going in also with integrity, also information. Once again, it kind of
There
goes.
you go. I'm going to share another video and then
Always be changing. Industry is always changing. New regulations are coming in. Certain laws are passed. Certain laws are changed. So we always have to adapt to that. And we're always changing because looking at somebody, for example, person A may be 100% calm, not a problem. Person B may look the exact same, but they're about 10 seconds away from a mental breakdown. We don't know that, so we have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So in order to be prepared, you have to have the information prior to going out there so you know what to watch for, listen for, and look for.
there you go.
Always be changing.
There you go.
Industry.
Go back over here. Let's remove this and back to the show. So hey, let's share a bit of this.
I've been in the industry for about 25 years. Like I went into it straight out of high school. It wasn't a career choice per se, but it was something that I always went back to. Like I've done construction. I've driven heavy machinery. I mean, I've sold vacuums. Imagine this knocking on your door asking if you want to purchase a Kirby.
Oh, shit.
By the way, Kirby, if you're watching, your machines are great. They just cost way too much.
There you go. Okay, Kirby.
Feel free to send me one. Just, I'll review it for you.
The review.
No,
Unboxing.
It's an industry. Shameless plug here. But it's an industry that's it's always there. Even my kids. My kids, they're all of age now. And they all have security licenses. They don't work security because they have other jobs. But I always told them that, that job will always be there.
Yeah.
People are always going to need security at bars. People are going to need security at festivals. So it's an industry that's always going to be there. And when the world shut down during the pandemic, what was right there with the frontline workers? Security guards.
Yep. Yeah. Making sure everything was.
We were still working. We were still working after the world shut down.
Yep.
So I mean, like it's always a job that's going to be there, and not only that, the really flexible hours are very independent wrestler friendly.
For you, yeah, independent wrestler. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Independent wrestler friendly.
But I appreciate it because again, security guards, security job itself, it's rough. It could be rough for you guys, but you're protecting the community. It's like a police officer. A lot of people say, "Oh, these fucking pigs," blah 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 blah. They're might be bad, whatever it may be, but they're protecting your city. They're protecting you.
That's when we get into the people judging, and that's what, like it says, when you go to Tim Hortons, right? They don't know your name. They just know the company that you work for. So when you represent yourself completely, yourself and the industry that you're in. So it's the same thing if you're at a show. If I was invited to your show and come down and I'm rude, well, then I'm misrepresenting myself.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
If I don't respect anything there, don't respect anybody, I'm misrepresenting myself. So for those guys who are misrepresented and the ones that give the bad name, that's on them. It's unfortunate that everyone looks at the whole industry that way.
Yeah, it is. It is that way. It is. It's I don't see nothing about that stuff. It really is something like, again, police officers, security guards, they're protecting me at the end of the day. Maybe something from myself.
Yeah.
I respect your job.
That everybody gets passed under the wrong label. But that just goes to to everybody. Don't judge people by what you see.
Yep.
We don't know the situation until we met, but we can work on and focus how we proceed forward.
Absolutely. I like that. And especially like you look intimidating. It's not as soon as you smile and you speak, you sound sophisticated, smart, intelligent. You're not the you're not one of those. You know what you're talking about, and you're awesome to speak to. I'm sorry to say,
I appreciate
I'm not sorry to say, actually. I'm just saying you're cool. I could talk to you all the time. And it's like somebody I could reach out to. If I ever have a question, I could reach out to you. So I appreciate you, man.
100%, man. You got my number.
I'm gonna get you on other people's podcasts, so a lot of my colleagues and stuff. So because I want you to share, like my eyes are different compared to other people's podcasts. So like we all have the same community, but there's a bunch of eyes different everywhere else. So like I want you to be and share your story from your personal life to your wrestling career to your work career. Like everybody should know who Cliff is, and hang up the damn phone. So
ironically, it's
you can answer. Go ahead. I'm on a podcast. Tell me on a podcast right now. I'm on.
What's cracking, buddy? Right now I'm on the After the Slam podcast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you want to say what's up?
What's up?
They can hear you.
We hear you, buddy. We hear you, DJ.
I got your picture, so when you called, I showed them that it was you that was calling.
Live. This is the first time.
So they said just put it on speakerphone. So I was like, all right, what's up?
Well, nice.
We can get you on the show one day, buddy. No worries.
I'll send your info and he'll email you.
Okay, thanks. I'll hit me up when you're done.
All right, man.
All right.
That was the first time, ladies and gentlemen, right here on After the Slam that we had this interaction on television.
Super chill guy. I love that guy. He's awesome. Okay, just a little one thing. The Blue Jays were all in the World Series.
Yeah.
You know the song "Go Jays Go," whatever song they had playing there.
Yeah.
He was part of the production team with Chocolate with that.
That's awesome. That's history right
amazing. There. Amazing into Canadian hip hop, man. Like it's so awesome.
Yeah. Canada rules, people. All right.
That's how we got the idea together. We went back to the whole Cyndi Lauper and WWF at the time, and we're like, well, if rock and wrestling could go together, why not bring hip hop and wrestling together? So we're bringing hip hop into wrestling.
Hip hop and the mafia put together, Jesus.
Exactly.
All right.
We'll get you a gold chain, and then we'll take it back afterwards.
Exactly. It's not real gold though.
Gold plated.
Gold plated. Just don't scratch it. I have two more questions, and we're gonna call it a day.
Sure.
People that you see in any company right now, WWE, TNA, AEW, AAA, CMML, whatever you're watching right now, who do you see becoming the next top superstar in the near future?
Well, I know in TNA I was watching Santana, and I knew eventually that they would put him over for everything.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily new guys, but it's just the older guys they're using in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of liked how they kind of reused Nick Nemeth to kind of build up that momentum with Joe Hendry and then now Santana and Frankie Kazarian, right? So it's not necessarily who. It's more how are they doing things? How are they building these guys up?
Yeah,
that's what I'm interested in. I still watch everything. I watch for the stories. And then I usually tell my wife who's going to win, and then she's like, "How did you know?"
You could tell.
I was like,
in the business, babe.
I was like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ruined it for you, but that's just the way it goes."
That's cool. So you're telling me Santana's your guy. Anybody else that you want to add to that list, or?
I'm still a huge Joe Hendry fan. I don't know how many times on road trips that we would start singing it for no reason.
Cliff, I liked you this time till you said Joe Hendry.
Hey, you know what? Everybody loves a gimmick, right? I love the Joe Hendry gimmick.
Yeah, but how long is this gimmick gonna last? Not long.
I never said it was gonna last long, but I just said I like it.
Yeah, okay. As long as I don't believe. I'm sorry. I'm one of those non-believers. So
I believed in Bo Dallas, so now I believe I can believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh my goodness, he believed in Bo. I had when they came to Montreal that year when he was doing the believe. I had the I do not believe with the big sign on the Bo Dallas. I'm a heel.
I blew my son's mind when I explained to him who Bo Dallas's brother and father was.
The IRS and Bray Wyatt, two completely different people.
As soon as I showed him pictures of it all together, his mind was like, these guys have families?
Gosh. All right, bud. Last question of the night. Let's raise the applause. Before we get to the last question, please share with to everybody watching here. I'm going to put you on full screen where they could reach you, where they could contact you, your company, your socials, any of that. If you didn't have it, then okay, because we've been talking on the. But I know you have TikTok, so you could reach.
I do have TikTok. It's at Cliff Sanderson. I do have Snapchat. I think I can't remember. I mean, I use them. I think it's like Cliff.204. Instagram, you'll find my name as well, Cliff Sanderson. I'm not a big social media guy. I try to be, just don't have the time. I love social media. It's more of an entertainment for me. TikTok, I'm mainly on. So reach out, ask me a question anytime. I'll answer it as fast as I can. And if I can't answer it quickly, you'll still get an answer. It just might be eventually.
Might be eventually. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I will put his socials at the bottom of the description after the show's off the air. It will be in the description. His socials will be there. I'm not going to tell you to message him. That's not my type. If he just said so, do what you got to do. But I mean,
and if you find my OnlyFans, don't ask questions. Just subscribe.
Just subscribe and pay the man. Okay. All right. Last question of the night. Thank you again, Cliff, for being on this podcast. And I'm going to invite you again. I'm going to invite you in a couple months, just to catch up. You know, this podcast is growing. I'm already at episode 27, and with people like you joining me and helping me grow, and especially all the contacts you gave me to be on the show, I'm so humbled and honored to have met you as a person.
There's still more, my friend. There's still more.
Yeah, I'm putting everybody on a list with emails, you know. So I'm just like, okay, I got to email this, got this.
Before I forget, when you interview Billy Blaze, ask him about the time that I set his hair on fire when we were at work.
Okay. He has a long ponytail also. It's crazy.
Or the time that we accidentally set off a fire extinguisher during a show.
Oh no. And then the ambulance comes and you're done.
No, we were in the middle of it.
Oh shit.
So that's when we discovered that it's really hard to breathe in those things.
Deep breaths. All right. I will ask Billy Blaze. Billy Blaze will be on the show. I believe it. What day do I have Billy? In March somewhere, March 8th or something. Or
ask him how he gave his best man speech at my wedding.
Okay, well, when I get to Billy Blaze's podcast, I'm going to text you and I'm going to ask, give me them questions that you had because I'm going to forget now. You know what I mean? So I'm going to ask you, Cliff, give me those questions so I can remember.
Okay.
Final question of the night. Where do you see pro wrestling in the next 5 years or 10? Where do you see it happening? Where do you see it going?
I mean, with you know, like if you just look at the when TKO purchased WWE, right? They was like $74 billion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the next largest sale I read about that was when Netflix purchased Paramount, or sorry, Warner Brothers. Netflix purchased Warner Brothers. Now it's like for 100 and something billion.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like the industry is just massive. It's huge. It's everywhere. I see eventually wrestling at literally just being, you know, mainstream everything.
I hope so. I hope if you see that, I see it too. I don't want it to see it. What scares me with WWE, for example, is the Saudi Arabia stuff. I'm for some reason, somebody's telling me Saudis are going to own it at one point. I mean, don't want.
If you look at all the live events that they've had, it's all been out of North America.
Yeah.
Majority of them been out of North America. But if you also look previous to that, how many times did they go overseas and not have any televised events?
Yeah.
They did tours, but none of them were televised.
No.
Right. Yeah. So it's just like adapting to a new market.
Yeah.
Everything can be streamed. So they figure, okay, well, people are streaming it at home, so they can watch it stream. But these people are paying 3 to 5 times the amount of money that other places paid to have them there. So they're going to go where the money is.
Yeah. I've always said it. Money does not. Money talks.
Are you
Money
a Canadians fan?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well,
Ironically, I'm an Edmonton Oilers fan. So yeah, yeah, exactly.
well, either way, when you need to watch Edmonton games while you're sitting in Montreal, right? So you watch it regardless. So
Yeah.
that's the way I see it. As you know what, you want to watch it, you'll watch it no matter where they are.
Exactly. That's what I think. Who owns it, who shits on it, whatever it may be.
100%.
Wrestling is wrestling. It's been around for over 100 years. It is the most watched, global, entertaining thing that you could watch nowadays. You can't, there's TV shows that come and go every Monday, wherever it may be, whatever local thing, it'll be Netflix, USA Network, The Score in Canada, whatever it may be. WWE Raw is always there every Monday. So wrestling is always there every single Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Find it, gotta find it, but it is what it is. We have wrestling every single week, every single day of the week. We have Monday Night Raw, we have Tuesday NXT, we have Wednesday Dynamite, we have Thursday at TNA, we have Friday Night SmackDown, and we have we have Collision on Saturdays, and then we have our PLEs on Saturdays and Sundays. If you're a wrestling fan, we're spoiled, big time.
100%.
So and if you're a wrestler, I think
there's more chances for you to find wrestling on TV than there is for any other sporting events.
Exactly. Yeah. And for wrestlers, there's opportunities everywhere, I think. So if you're a wrestler, you could find an opportunity anywhere. Just, to find it was a question. That's what I'm to get it. But yeah, Cliff, any final words for you before I do my last final comments?
I really appreciate the opportunity to be here and kind of just tell everybody a little bit about myself and, answer the questions. And I would love to come back and, help you out, be on again, interview somebody else.
All right. You know what I'm going to do, though? Once I finish all the interviews with Billy Blaze, Danny Duggan, Adam Knight, all the wrestlers that are going to be on this podcast, I want all you guys back on all at the same time.
Uh-oh.
So if we could have a little party of
if you got someone there with the censor button, they're going to be really busy.
Yeah, I got the button. I got the button. This is going to be, mind you, I want to tell you, this is going to be on Spotify to re-listen on audio version. So it will be on Spotify. You just got to click After the Slam. It's the first one that comes up on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you have your podcast to listen to. After the Slam will be there. And if you want to re-listen to this episode, Cliff's, you'll see Big Cliff's picture like this, and you're gonna see it there. You click it, you'll listen to this episode all over again.
It's not the most flattering picture, but
it is nice. It is nice. Here is thank you, Michael, from Kicking Out of Two, for watching this episode the whole way. Wrestling is a buffet, and we're all eating good.
100%.
You know what? I'm gonna say that on my final thoughts. Cliff, I'm gonna put you backstage. Don't hang up just yet.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next time, buddy. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Big Cliff Corleone. He is a pro wrestler in Winnipeg. He is a security guard. He's a humble individual. Thank you, Cliff, for being on the show. And this was episode 27. Next week, we got Marks with Mikes, another podcast group. They've interviewed EC3. They've interviewed AJ, the guy from TNA. The big AJ guy. Anyways, they're going to be on the show next week at episode 28. And I want to thank everybody who watched this show live. Again, this was a big one for me. Thank you again, Big Cliff. You mean a lot to me, man. Now, and you're helping me out. You're helping this podcast grow. And I'm going to do the same thing because I want you and your fellow superstars, your fellow colleagues to be all over and go on other podcasts. So thank you very much, Cliff. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much. And my final thought or quote was stolen from Michael from Kicking Out of Two. I'm going to bring it up. Wrestling is a buffet, and we're all eating good. See you next week.
The man has come around.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the host, straight from After the Slam podcast, Bodacious Albert.
After the slam.